So I guess we did scheduling and offering that day, resource management, and we created assignment profile and rules, and we also assigned it to a catalog. I mean, we tried logging in as an end user, and we saw how exactly it appears. I mean, the items appear only for the respective people belonging to the assignment profile. It does not appear to the others.
Yes.
So yeah. So there you had asked one doubt with regard to the assignment profile, like what is the difference between synchronize and propagate. So synchronize is nothing but when you're not doing any changes on rules. You're not doing any changes on rules, but you just want to synchronize the rule along with the users. Like, say for example, now I am not doing any change in the rules, but let's say there could be a difference in the user. I mean, see, normally we schedule a program. So that program is going to take care of this automatic updation of assignment profile with employee data. That is, on the other, that is, we have written a rule so that we are going to capture all people who had been hired in the month of January. Now let's say today there was a record that was created in the system who was hired in the month of January. Normally what we do is we schedule a job which runs every day night to update the assignment profiles with the data. You're able to understand? So if you don't run the program, I mean, if you are not scheduling the program or something like that, and you want to synchronize it now, you can use the synchronize option. So synchronize is basically used to do that activity that the program does to update the group with values. It could be the addition or removal of values. But in case the job is going to be run in the midnight, and you want, like, you added an employee, immediately you want the data to be seen, or immediately you want him to have access to his catalog or something like that, you can synchronize.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I mean, instead of the everyday run, you can synchronize the users right
Yes.
here at whatever time. Okay.
Yes. But usually we run the program. This could happen even when the program is run. I mean, now you have entered. Now the other day what we did, we added, after we propagated, we added LMS admin. But what we did, we again propagated. So instead of propagate, we could have just synchronized. Propagation is for the very first time, for the rule to be incorporated into the assignment profile. Later on, you can just synchronize. So if you are going to every day do the synchronization manually, then you probably don't have to schedule the program for the run.
Oh, got it.
Okay. So that is about this particular thing. And then you had asked about your Blender training. So do you want to see this now, or you want to see it when we see later, when we do online content? That Blender thing, you wanted to see how you can, like, order that the classroom should happen first and then the online. Do you want to see it now, or you want to see it later?
Oh, we can do it later when we do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is about your assignment profile and stuff. So now what we're going to do next is, we have seen about items, offerings, catalogs, assignment profile. Okay, let's do the approval process. So let's see. So today we will do mainly approval process we will do, and we will record the learning events for users, and we will also try to create the certification templates. So we will see all this before we move on to the other topic. Okay, so approval process is nothing but your item. You can have an approval process as well as withdraw process. Like, for both of them, you can trigger an approval to be created from here. So this approval is going to be the series of steps that a person has to go through in order for him to register or enroll himself for the training. The approval process is common whether the user initiates it or the manager initiates it. If the approval process is tagged, for both of them it will be triggered, because we also have an option called supervisor registration yes. So even when the supervisor registration is yes and the approval process is tagged over here, whatever is the case, it goes for approval. So approval process can be created from references.
So still it goes back to the manager?
It depends on the approval process, whomever we are tagging.
Oh, okay.
So approval process can be created from system admin approval process. And if at all if you want custom roles, you can create from here. We'll see this as the next step. Let's go to approval process. Add new. So over here, let's give an approval process ID. Say N classroom approval. So classroom approvals. So I'm creating it in public domain. Go to next. So step name. So here there are 5 standard roles that come as default along with the system. So those roles are, see, just I'm just clicking this list here. The standard roles are, let me just see everything. One page. HRBP is one standard role. Supervisor level 1, supervisor level 2 are again standard roles. 2 more. 1 minute. Just have the standard roles here. So supervisor level 1, supervisor level 2, HRBP, employee and instructor. Okay. Employee, instructor. So these are the standard 5 roles that come as default in the system. So an employee is an employee, instructor is an instructor for the particular training program. Supervisor level 1, how the system will find out is it will go to the user record. If you remember, there is a column called primary supervisor over there. So that is your supervisor level 1. Supervisor level 2, what it will do is it will again go to supervisor level 1's record and it will try again finding the supervisor. Okay.
That would be alternative supervisor.
No, supervisor level 2. It is my manager's manager.
Oh, okay. Directory. Okay. Not the directory. Okay. Matrix manager. Got it.
You call that as a matrix manager, sir?
Yeah.
Actually, matrix manager is something, yeah, right, but that is specific to compensation that we use. Here, we don't maintain the matrix manager value. Here, what it will do is it will go to the user, it will try to find the primary supervisor. Again, it will go to the user record of primary supervisor, and again, it will try to find the primary supervisor of that user.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is how it happens here. So that is your second level supervisor. HRBP is HR business partner. So these are 5 standard roles. So let's say, let me choose supervisor level 1 for instance, and let's say add. So that is your add an approval role and or an user to the approval process step. So you can directly add a user also, like you don't really have to go for a role, you can directly add a user also, or you can choose one or more roles from the list.
What if I want to add a manager, not the manager, but some other custom person? Do I need to have that custom field in the system?
Custom per person directly you can add from here.
Yeah, if there is a role, like how do I say,
I'll tell
peer,
you.
like if there is a peer member, and if I want to send the first approval step to the peer instead of the manager, then
You
do I
go
need to
for
create?
custom roles.
Okay.
You will go for custom roles. Say for example, let's just save this, say supervisor level 1. let's say the step name is supervisor level 1. Just finish this. Let's create a custom role now. So create process. The proper process has been created successfully. To add a custom role, again you go to references, you go to learning, you go to system admin, you go to approval roles. Over here, add a new role. Let's say in classroom custom role. So add this up. This is a custom role. You just say, you can just any description of it all if you want in classroom custom roles, apply changes. That is all. So
So
you,
how does the system connects to the peer or someone? How does it know
yeah,
that this
yeah,
is that?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you. So what you have to do is you have to go to the user record. Just try searching for the users. So whichever user you want to map to that particular custom role, let's say this particular user, just click this particular user. Over here in the related mode, go to related mode. You have an option here for approval role. So this
Oh.
approval role is a place where you tag a person to a custom role. So you can add one or more roles from here from the list. Let's search. Ours is N classroom custom role. So let me put all. This is our custom role. Choose the custom role, add. So you can add any number of roles also. It's not like you should just add this person to one custom role. You can add any number of roles. Apply changes. Apply changes. So once you apply changes, there is something called control organization. So click on this control organization and you have to add one or more department from the list. That is here what they have here the main classification is based out of department. So this department could be org unit or it could be business unit, it could be whatever is your area of functionality. That is whichever is going to be the deciding factor for your business. Accordingly, you can maintain values on that. So let us say this comes under the name of department, although let's say it could be anything. I mean, it could be your business unit or it could be your division, exactly your department, etc. So these are all the different departments or say organizations on the system. What I can do is I can choose exactly for which all department is he going to act as a custom role, that particular role approver. So what can be achieved through this is that you can create, let's say you can create a business unit head, for example. So let's say your entire organization is split up into 3 sections. Every section has five business units. So for those 5 business units alone, you can choose this person will be the head. So same role, but you're tagging him for only these 5 business units. These 5 will be checked when the user raises or from which particular department is the particular user asking for the training. According to that, the approver will be triggered. Or if you say he is going to be the constant approver for all of this role, then you can select all. So you can select all. We have all 28 records selected. Add. So what it means is that submit this. So this person, irrespective of whatever is the department to which the employee belongs to, he is going to be the custom role or custom approver for this particular custom role in classroom custom roles. Are you able to understand?
Yeah.
So this can be split up. If at all, if you have business unit heads or something, then you split this up and you have 3 users for different category of data. Like that also you can. Depends on your requirement. So this is how you create a custom role and you attach it to a particular custom user. So now going back to system admin, let's say we can have this as your second step. So let's search for in classroom search. So let's edit this. So approval step. The first step is supervisor level 1. Let's say the second step is custom role. We'll add this. We will edit it. So we have to add one or more from the list. Let's add it from the list. So let's search for in classroom So let's choose the role, add. So that is all, submit. Yes, submit. So that is how you add a custom role to a particular approval process. By default, you can just use the standard 5 roles. Otherwise, if you have any other role, you can just go via this particular method of custom roles. So this is how we create an approval process. Any doubts on this?
No.
Okay. Okay. So once we create the approval process, you can go and tag it to both the item as well as the scheduled offering level. So this is your item level.
It's a user.
Yeah, it's a user. I'm searching for the item name. Okay. Let me search the item. This is your item level. So let's attach the workflow process here. Mm, Okay, let's try to refresh it. Did I apply changes? It should have been there. View all. Approval required. Yes. Approval process. N. I think custom was the name. Classroom approval. So this is our approval process. I have made the approval required as yes. Save this off. So again, you can go to the scheduled offerings from here, and let's say this is your scheduled offering, that is your upcoming scheduled offering 238W02. So here also we can attach the approval process.
Is it enough if I added an item, or do I need to add it here too?
I think if you're already added it and you're creating it after you have added, I don't think you have to add it again. But now
Okay.
what we did was we didn't add it there. So I'm adding it again over here. I mean, when the approval process is already there and when you try scheduling and offering, I think it gets inherited.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll have to add it. Because you can see currently it is no.
Yeah.
If you already added there and then you create the offering, it will just get inherited. So let's choose this. Let's say what is the validation error? The mandatory fields. This. So save. Anything else? Registration cutoff date. So let's say registration cutoff date is 7th. Save. Registration cutoff time. Let's say 9 o'clock. Save. Okay. So we have attached an approval process now for this particular offering, which is starting from 9th. So let's do one thing. Let's try to we'll try to register for this particular scheduled offering to see the approval process being triggered. Let's go to the same Carla grant. This time we will take the normal Carla grant. Last time I think we already registered her for it. So we will, there is one more user, C grant, who is also included in that. She is not appearing because the domains, or not all domains are selected. I'll just choose all domains. Select all, add to filter, submit filter. Now I'll just try to search. Okay, this person is also there in our assignment profile group. I'll just, okay, I will not be able to register myself. Okay, let me do from here only. I'll withdraw myself and I'll try raising the request again. So let me go to learning. Let's browse all process. So let's look for SF. This is the one. See offerings. So this is the one that is the one to which we have uh, attached the approval process. We'll withdraw it first, and then we will like again try to do it. This cancellation reason also we will see. So now we have withdrawn it. We'll try to raise the request again. So this is the one to which we have attached the approval process. So register now. So the scheduled offering requires approval for you to register. If you continue, you would be registered with the pending status until the approve your registration request. Do you wish to proceed? So say yes. So over here, okay. Why is it the second approval process is not appearing here? Let's check that and come. It should come here. Not sure why it is not coming. Let's check it again and then we will come. I think we applied changes also. We'll see. Learning administration. So references, system admin, approval process. So we have in classroom, search. Let's try to edit it. Approval steps. It has not got applied.
Oh, I thought you did.
We would not have applied changes.
Yeah.
In classroom, custom role. So let's click here, edit this. So let's add one or more from the list. Now I can search for in classroom. Let's add it, add, submit, return to approval steps. This is the two thing, apply changes. Apply changes. Let's search again before we go and do. Approval steps. Okay, now it is there. Now we have it. So let's go and try raising the request now. So let's go to learning. Browser process. So let's go to SF. So see offerings. Let's try to register for this now. I just submitted it. I think it should have gone.
Okay. Does it apply for the second one too?
No, because
we didn't give for the second one. Yeah.
I will withdraw and do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. So see offerings. See offerings. Register now. Okay, so you can see here Anup, it goes to Anup and the custom role person. It goes to both of them. So confirm. So once you confirm, it is going to be pending for approval. And as far as your approval is considered, you will have to do it only from your I mean, you have to proxy now to the end user and you have to do it.
Can admin do that? I mean, usually we don't see some of the options from the admin side, right? Is it possible for an admin to proxy as Anup or
Yeah,
and okay.
from the user.
Okay.
From the user, the admin has to proxy. The other day we saw, you remember, proxying from
Yeah.
the method.
Yeah, I mean, some of the features sometimes won't be available for the youth for the admin to proxy, right? But
Uh,
when the admin proxies, some of the features may not be available.
you can give the approval access. It depends on
Okay.
the rules. When we see the security, you would see how you can give the approval access to them.
Okay.
So if we give that, the person will be able to see it. So launch proxy. First, it is with Anu. So over here, you have pending approval requests. So you can click here. So this is your admin LMS, your SF ECCR training. So you can just approve it. You can go to next, next, and then confirm. So once this is done, the second would be the other person whom we had made as a custom approver. So search VW1, this launch proxy. So again, you have approvals from here. So you can click on approvals. So you can see that it's pending over here.
This page looks different from what we have. Is it catalog 3 and is there any update?
Uh,
Like the learning assignments, it looks they look has titles.
Actually, you can just collapse it or expand it. That is all it is. This is
Oh,
your
okay. I
expanded.
mean,
This is your expanded version. When you collapse, it would appear like that.
ours doesn't appear this way. Interesting.
This is also something which you can collapse and expand. Everything has that option. This
Yeah,
appears.
yeah. I know that we can collapse and expand, but our doesn't look like these tiles. So I'm
Oh,
wondering if there is an update in the system or something.
the update happened a month back. There was an update, but
There's one coming up.
yeah, but I'm not sure if this change had happened on that update or what.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So let's go to the approval request here. So let's approve it. Next, next, confirm. So it is successfully approved. So once it is successfully approved now, you can go and check for the users who have registered to our what do you say, to our scheduled offering from here. So go to scheduled offerings, go to this particular scheduled offering, go to registration. It's loading, I think.
Yeah, it sometimes takes a while.
So it's just one person who has registered for this particular scheduled offering. So apart from this, as an admin also, I can directly add users from here. So this does not require any condition, like it doesn't, the user need not belong to the particular catalog. I don't need such conditions as an admin. I can directly choose say 1, 2, 3 persons from here, or let's say 4 persons from here. I can go to add, and I can directly add them into the particular scheduled offering directly. So in this case, I don't need them to belong to a particular catalog. I don't need any rules over here. As an admin, I can do anything.
Okay.
It's only the end
No
user
up, no approval and no anything.
right. No approvals. But as a supervisor, when I do, it will go for an approval. That is, let's say I am the supervisor now. I go to learning and I try raising it for one of my reportees. So that I can do from here. So my employees, So let's say for one of my reportees, let's say this particular person, I'm going to try registering him for the course, but I don't know if that person has yeah, he is also a part of that particular thing. Okay, so see offerings. So this is already assigned. Is it my learning, this one? Go to my employees. Assign or remove learning. Add items in curricula. But this is different. Let's say select user. This is adding learning items. But I don't want to do that. Not this. This is my screen or what? I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's yours. It goes under my learning and catalog.
That is why. Okay, then how do I register for my reportee?
That's the only one. I mean, you can click on the hamburger menu, the three dots, or I usually see through this one, assign learning.
Here, okay.
Yeah.
Because supervisor can also register.
Yeah, but is it not under this?
Yeah, I think this one, register users.
Mm-hmm.
So you can click on register user. So let's try to find our SF. No, not exact face. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let's choose this one for which we are trying to register our reporting. Go to next. And yeah, select the users. Let's say this particular employee is what I'm selecting. Go to next. So some comments. Next. So here, record registration. Finish. Yes, does not have an email. That's okay. All registrations are successful. So it did not go. Okay, it did not go to any approval, is it? It should go to an approval, even if supervisor is trying to register.
But does the first? Did you check the first one or the second one? And we gave only for the first schedule offering, right?
Yeah, I did for the first one only.
Okay.
Let's see. Because the approval process is common. Like, say, irrespective of who initiates it, whether it is a supervisor or whether it is the end user, the approval should be triggered. Let's see. Like, we didn't get the message, but let's try to see if it should have gone for approval. So let's go to the item. Let's go to the scheduled offering. Let's see if that person is a confirmed user. Scheduled offering 238002 registration. So even though he is a level 1 approver, level 2 is a different, the custom role is a different person.
Mm-hmm.
So it has got added. This is a person whom we have added now. Okay.
Does it make any difference if there is any checkbox or checkbox in the global variables?
Sorry, the checkbox.
If there is any checkbox sorry.
Oh, that one you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me check this out. I will check out and I'll tell you.
Oh.
Okay, because it is not supposed to happen. It should go for an approval. I will check it out. I'll check it out and I'll tell you. Okay. So that is about how you can create a approval process and how your approval process can be triggered. I'll just check why it is not going for approval when the supervisor initiates it for the reporting. Now, after the approval process, what we are going to do next is we can now record learning events, and we can see how the learning event gets recorded. See, okay, record learning event is nothing but it is indicating that a particular user has completed his training for the scheduled offering for which he was recorded to. So that is, you registered for a training, so the training happens. After the training gets over, there should be somebody who should say that, okay, you have successfully completed the training. So that particular aspect is called as record learning event. So record learning event will be done by the admin, or it can also be done by the supervisor. And after the record learning event happens, there can be some other stuff which can happen. So the other process that can continue after a learning event is recorded are, you can generate a certificate for the end user. So the end user will be able to go and download a certificate saying that, okay, I have successfully completed this training from so and so date. That is one thing. And you can also trigger surveys and assessments. So surveys are nothing but after you have finished your training program, you may be asked for a feedback about the trainer, or about the location where you had attended the training, or any other resources that were part of your training program. And you may also be assessed. So your assessment is nothing but to analyze how much of the training you have incorporated, or how much you have benefited from the training, and to just give you an exam sort of a thing. So these things can happen after the learning event is recorded, or in other words, after the event is, or after the training is over, and after that particular record is entered into the system. So before we go and record the learning event, we will try to create a certificate template over here. You can see the certificate template. You can attach it from here, as well as you can also attach it from the item. This is your item. No, this is your, from the item also, you can attach the certificate template from here. So let's see how to create a certificate template. After that, we will come and attach it over here, and then we will record the learning event to see that the certificate is being generated by the end users. So to create a certificate template, go to System Admin, go to Configuration, go to Certificate Templates, search. There are two standard certificate templates that are provided by SuccessFactors. One is Program Landscape Sample, and the other one is Item Landscape Sample. So certificates are possible to be generated for items and programs, but not for curriculas. So curriculum is nothing but it is a set of items which you can assign it and to be completed in a sequential way, or it could be in any other way also. But whatever it is, curriculas cannot have certificate generated. Programs can have. Program is a combination of items, online contents, external links, etc. Program is different. Item is a normal training that we see. Curricula we will see again later. So you can either go with one of these two, or you can also use your own HTML code if at all if you want. So certificate template basically is going to use a HTML code. Let's create a new one, add new. Let's give a template ID, say N classroom certificate. So N classroom certificate. So you can choose your locate, you can choose the category, whether you want it an item or for a program, or whether the orientation is landscape or portrait. Add this. So once you add it, there is a default HTML markup thing that is given here. Just try to preview it to see how it would appear. So this is a normal text that says certification of complete. This indicates that user first successfully completed the item on a particular date and a time, and the instructor name. So this is your HTML that they have given here. If you want to use a different HTML, yes, you can use it. So I do have one particular HTML code. Let me go for that. Okay, this is one particular HTML that I have. Probably I'll go for this.
Is it for adding the background? I really want to know how to add the background to the certificate. I
I'll tell you.
tried once, but it got really like it got misplaced. So
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. That is what we're going to do now. It will be interesting. But this HTML, you can use anything. This HTML page, like you can just copy any HTML code and you can use it.
oh, okay.
I don't think this is a HTML. We have a HTML. Okay, sample certificate HTML code. Let me use this. This is just a sample code. I have some 2 codes over here. Let me just choose this particular code. I will just delete this. I will paste the HTML code. So let me just save. Let me just preview. So it is going to appear something like this. Okay. It is overwriting. The alignments and all are not right. We will see how to align it properly. So now let's say you want to add a background image to the certificate. Then we will align it again. So let's download any background image. So background
Is there any limitation?
for the size. Yes,
Yeah.
you set it in the admin only.
Okay.
I'll show you from where you can set it.
Mhm.
It's all done in the admin only.
And for the thumbnail, it is thumbnail. It is 120 by 80, right?
Which one?
For the thumbnail, like the near the item.
Yeah, that is there. That is also something which you can see from here. So I think in the configuration, in the images. So here you can upload a default logo image. So the ideal dimension is this. You can see over here. Background image, placement image, thumbnail. So this is your thumbnail. You can choose an upload. It is 180 by 180 pixels.
Okay, 180 by 180.
You can see from here. And for your certificate, I think it is in, not here, 1 minute, it is in system configuration. Go to images, image attachment.
Oh, it has certification image.
This is something called, okay, yeah, certificate image attachment. Just for certification image attachment. This is your size. Keep. And these are your supported formats: JPEG, JPG, PNG. If you want to add a new format, you just have to edit. You have to, let's say you want to add another format, say TIFF. You can copy this, you can paste it here, and this you just have to put TIFF. That's it. That's how you add a new format, a new supporting format.
Of course.
Okay. So I'm not going to save this. Let it be like that only. We will go back to certificate template. We will search for our, did I save? I don't know. Yes, let's edit it. We just copied the HTML and we have pasted it. Let's look for background images for our certificate first of all. So anything we will take. Okay, let's take this particular image here. So let's save the image as, so in the desktop I'll just save it as a JPEG image. So this image you will get it from your client. So once you download that, you go over here, go to the configuration, certificate template, choose for the, choose our certificate template, edit it, So try uploading the background image. Are you open? It's not opening only. Configuration. Search. Edit. Okay. So to attach the background image, add an image over here. Do one thing before we upload the image. I will just rename the image, because the image name is something which we are going to give in that particular place. So I will just rename it to a simpler name than this. It's very big name. So IMG. I'm just renaming it to img.jpg. So I'll go here again now. I'll browse for a file, go to my desktop, img.jpg, upload file. So you have uploaded the image. What you should do is, once you upload the image, in the image name here, the image source, here you just write that image name. So the image source is img. Just put this, save, let's preview it. Okay, so the image has now come here. Certificate, this certificate is presented to user first name is here, user last name is here. For completing the item title is here, on completion month, date and year. So what we will do, these are actually printed from our HTML code. So let's realign it. The first name, last name and all, we'll try to realign. We'll push the item title down. All those things we will do. So what you should do is, see here, this is your user first name and last name. So from the top, it appears 295 pixels from the top, and from the margin, it is appearing 20 pixels from the margin. And now what we should do is, this is your first name and your last name. And then what is the second thing? The second thing is saying for completing the. So let's put this a bit down. Let's push it a bit down. Is it appearing on the correct place? For completing the. Okay. What is this user first name? Instructor name is also appearing here. Where is the instructor name? Instructor name is here. This is also appearing on the same place. So let's push this more down. So from top, we just make it as say 500 pixels. Save this, review. So okay, now you can see user first name, last name, instructor name has come down. So now this user first name and last name, it is appearing very big. Probably we can reduce the size. So user first name and last name, font size, you can just reduce it to say 20 pixels. So we can reduce it to 20 pixels. Save, again try to preview it. Now you can see that it appears paka on the line, user first name, last name. So for completing the is fine, but this is your item title. So let's see how to reduce that size and move it a bit down. So this is your item title. See, normally to add any value that have to be picked up from runtime, say this is what I'm going to add. Let's say this is not there. What you can do, after placing the code over here, just keep the cursor where you want a particular value to appear and just click from here, as in the item title. So once you click from here, technically what name has to appear will automatically be popped up by the system. You really don't have to remember what is the technical name for that dynamic field that you have to maintain there. So let's say this is also something which I want to appear in 20. So save, again preview. Okay, so for completing the item title should be a bit down. So this title should be a bit down. So instead of 360, I'll make it as 370. So save, again preview. Okay, even more down if you want, let's say 380.
If I want to add a logo or something, is it possible to add logo?
It should be asked along with the image. Your business has to give that. They will do it. They will like, see, it is nothing but logo is again an image. So in this certificate template, open it in the editor, place the logo there, save it as a JPEG. But that is not our headache. That is not our headache. It should be given to us by the business.
Oh, okay. So they have to give you the one with, like the image must contain all their names and everything.
Yes, yes. We do not have to sit and do that. Our duty is only to bring this into the template.
Okay.
Not
But
the
is it possible to add 2 or more images in this one?
No, not two or more. Only one image. You have to
Only one.
like collide two or more images if you want. That you have to ask as one image and upload it.
Okay, because at KU we have like a special background and KU name, and they have another image which they
Okay.
built recently. So
Okay. That should be the business responsibility in giving us. They will have people who can edit the images in the way that they want. We just need an image. That is our thing.
got it.
So on completion month, completion day, completion year, this should appear over here in the date column, and it should be a bit down. So on completion month and day should appear much down. So let's say 455, and let me say the font size is going to be much smaller. So save, preview. Okay, it should come more down and left. So it should come more down. So this should be, let's say, 495, and probably the size could be, I think, 50. That is not going to affect, I think. Save, preview. Okay, now it is say date, on completion month, date and time is there, and then we have the signature here. And so see, this is like the completion month, date and year. I don't think we can fit in all into this template. So what I can do is I can just remove the completion month and all. I'll just keep the completion date alone. Completion date alone, because the image length is small. So on completion day alone I will keep. So on I will remove, I will push it to the left. So on I can just remove by removing this. I will push it to the left by obsolete. From top it is, from margin I will just push it to say 10 pixels.
And we can add all this index from the sidebar, right?
Yes.
From the right one. Okay.
So preview. On completion day it's still here. I just want to move it still further to the left.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, we have to just move according to the position
Correct.
being okay.
So this margin left is what I think is going to be the attribute that will be contributing to where exactly it should appear. So I
Uh-huh.
will keep it here, that particular attribute, and margin left I will just keep it to say 30. So save, review. It's not still appearing. Margin left.
And I can customize this whole HTML according to
Yes.
the client.
Yes.
I mean, some clients may have different like acknowledgement or something,
Yeah.
like something like that.
0 pixels. Let's say, I don't know, it is not happening 1 pixel.
Can we change to right instead of left?
Right, we have the signature. We want to push this instructor name to the right over here. 1 minute. Div style position, absolute top, from margin 10 pixels. Font size, width, text align center, font family is Arial, font color is fine. This is your, what is this actually? This is your instructor name. Should appear to the right. Both of them are appearing on the same line. I want completion day to go to the left, instructor name to go to the right.
So you mentioned we cannot move margin left. We cannot change margin left to margin right one.
we I'm not sure about that option, margin left or right. What option is that in HTML? I'm not sure. Text align is center, font size from the margin, this is 20 pixels. From the margin, let's say this is 0 pixels. Let's say this is 25 pixels. Let's see. Is it moving? I don't see any movement. Okay. I'll just stop with this for the day. Next session is going to start now. You can try working on this. We will resume tomorrow. Tomorrow at this time, like
Okay.
from now, whatever is your
Tomorrow, you'll be available tomorrow?
yeah. Last week I was not available because of whatever I told you. Otherwise, we will do it on
Yeah.
weekends. I'll tell
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay.
Tomorrow we can do. About Sunday, I will confirm you. I may not be available, but we can do on some other time.
Yeah, I am available on our Sunday if you are.
Yeah. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know in advance.
Okay.
So for
See you
tomorrow, we will do by this time. That is the time that we are completing it now.
Oh, so by this time, that's 5:30. That's 7. Okay.
Yeah, that's my
Good.
title.
I can go to gym tomorrow. I usually come from work and go to the gym. So
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow at 7
Sure.
for us. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.